Salutana Mikoi, I'm Al, and this is the first episode of Checks and Balance. Welcome, I appreciate you even clicking on this video. But before we really get started, I gotta say this. I am no financial guru at all. Only thing I've done is made a lot of horrible mistakes. I've had bad credit. I've had credit cards that I've maxed out just to buy an Xbox. And I don't like to admit this, but even up until my 30s, later into my 30s, I didn't really realize the value of even having a savings account. So I'm saying all that to say, throughout the time, the toil and tribulations of me messing around my money and not managing it well, I've kind of come up with a system that actually works for me, where at this point in my life, I don't really think about money. I know it's there and I know exactly what it's doing. I guess my goal is to give people a financial foundation in which they can build on to make other decisions about their money. You don't have to make a lot of money for this to work. You just need a little bit of patience, understanding, and you have to trust the process. Because as we go through these videos, you'll see that there is a method to the madness. Now, this whole thing starts off with one simple concept. We have to know where our money is going. And before you click off of this video, we have to start here. And I just stay with me. Budgeting. Yes, I know it's not sexy, it's none of those things, but budgeting is the backbone of all this. So in this video, we're gonna start here, we're gonna get a good budget together, and we're finally gonna work this thing out. All right, stay with me. We're gonna work on some budgeting. Hold tight. Step one, every transaction. All right, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to go and check out your last month's bank statement. All right, I don't know if you have a paper version of it or you have a digital version of it on an app or anything like that, but just check out last month's statement. Now, this is just a pro tip. If you so inclined, go do the last 3 statements and check out, because we need to know where your money's coming in and where your money's going out. I'll give you a second. Go ahead and handle that. Go, I'll be right here. Just go ahead. All right, so here's the fun part. I need you to go line by line and see all of your transactions from last month. I need you to then go and categorize those transactions. For instance, if you went to go get gas, you put that in the gas category. Put the number that you spent in that category, because we're gonna tally all that up. That is very important. So we got a whole view of what your actual spending looks like. Just so we're on the same page, I'm gonna offer up some of the categories that I have that I use quite a bit. You have rent, utilities, groceries, dining out, subscriptions, gas, phone, entertainment. Let's not try to force perfection with these categories. Awareness is the goal. Step 2, consistent income. This is where we look at when you get your checks from your job, the money that comes in every month at the same time, twice a month, either or one, however you get paid. We're gonna put that in a category called income. And let's just keep that where that needs to be. We'll deal with that in a second. Step 3, tally every category. Now I want you to really look at these categories. Tally each one of them up. I want it to the penny. So don't be afraid of these numbers. It's okay. I know the first time I saw my numbers, I was like, oh my God, I'm spending this much in dining out. It's okay. Knowledge is power. We can only change what we can see. So now that you've been exposed to where you're spending your money or where you're not spending your money, now we can make the proper changes to get your financial future in a better place. Step 4, add it all together. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna add up all your categories. Keep your income where it is. Everything else, add it all together. Now once you get that number, now I want you to put that thing right next to your income. And tell me what you see. You might be surprised. Now for a lot of you guys, you're gonna realize that you're spending a lot more than you're earning. And we got some work to do. But now you see it, which is the great part about it. Now for you other people who are bringing in more money than you're spending, congratulations, continue to do that. But I think we can find some areas, now that you know about it, where we can kind of bring in even more money by cutting back on certain things. Now that you see the number, now we're gonna make some changes. But don't go too crazy with the changes. We don't have to overhaul everything all at once. So now what I suggest you do is pick 2 to 3 categories where you can see where you can make some changes. I know for me, there's some subscriptions that I was still paying for that I had no idea that I was still paying for. So I went and cut those things off. This is important because what we're trying to do is we're trying to stack small wins. If you see in a category where, all right, we're gonna make some changes, maybe we're gonna put, instead of me spending $500 here, I'm gonna spend $200. Okay, great. What that actually does is that puts $300 back into your pocket, or you can allocate that to something else. And suddenly you've got real momentum, and that's gonna carry you through to the next part of your budgeting journey. So to bring it home, budgeting is your North Star, and every financial decision that you make goes back to it. Now, as we go further in this series, you'll see that everything connects back to budgeting. So this is your homework for this week. Pull up your statements, write down all the steps, go run through your numbers. Let's not overthink this, we just gotta get it done. One last thing I wanna leave you with is this: systems. We're building a system, but in order for that system to work, you have to have the mindset that you can actually do this. I know it's difficult for a lot of people. We've gone years and had terrible habits with money, but trust me, if you really sit down and say, hey, I want to make better decisions with my money, you can absolutely do it, but you gotta have the mindset first. All right, I'm done for this episode. We have other episodes to do, but before I leave, I need you to like, subscribe, follow Jesus, because that relationship is way more important than anything I can tell you in this video. But with that being said, I do have a job to do. I hope to see you in episode 2. I'm Al. This is Checks and Balance. G Slaughter Vito.